Hello guys, today I'm going to show you how to save logs from your Arduino and then send them with email or Twitter to the internet. First of all, we have to download a program called CoolTerm. That's the website, freeware.demyers.org. Here we have to scroll a little bit. Here's the CoolTerm. It's available for Mac, Windows and Linux. As I use Windows 7, I will download Windows version. It's downloading. It takes just a few seconds. It's 13 megabytes. Let's open this archive, unzip it, and voila! The program is ready. However, we have to make some adjustments. As you can see, it loads very quickly. First of all, you have to go to Connection tab, choose Options, then choose a correct serial port. So now I'm going to connect my Arduino to the computer. Okay, I think it's ready. Now let's check what kind of port the Arduino uses in my computer. Device manager and ports. It's USB serial CH330 COM6. So we have to pick this one. But as you can see, there's no COM6 on this list. It's because the port wasn't used before we turned on the program, and we have to rescan serial ports. Now it's available, and it's the only adjustment we have to make here. We also have to pay attention to the baud rate. It has to be 9600. Then we have to move to transmit, no, to receive. We can here we will choose what kind of data we want to save. We can choose raw data or hexadecimal. I think raw data is much better for majority of people because it saves data in decimal format. We also can add timestamps, but Twitter doesn't like these timestamps, and so I don't use them. We can also choose to get absolute date and time, absolute time, or relative time. Relative time means that it will indicate the time from when you started recording your logs. So I choose absolute time because I don't need date. I will add date with my Python script. Okay, so I hit OK, connect, and the logs are downloading. Now I have connected a photoresistor to my Arduino. Now I will cut the light, and as you can see, the reads are different, and when I take my hand they come back to the previous value, and again they are lower. And we can save this reads as a file. And we can do it by clicking connect, capture to the file, and start. To be honest, we should have done this before we started receiving logs. So let's save it on the desktop. Or maybe not. Let's create a new folder and reading logs tutorial. Okay, and call it sample.py. txt and save. And as you can see, it's updated on the fly. Where is that? Here it is. Sample, and the last read is 512. Now I will cover the photoresistor with my hand, and when I open it again, it's 109. So it's updated on the fly, and we can use it with our script to control the delay between the reads. We can use our Arduino IDE by setting a delay. Now it's 300 milliseconds. Now let's change it to 2 seconds. Just look here. Okay, we can do this when we are connected in different programs, so I have to disconnect, and now we download the program to the Arduino and connect again. So as you can see, the data are now downloaded in 2 seconds interval. Now let's move on to the script, Python script, which will interpret the data and send it through email and to Twitter. Okay, so we will begin the scripting part with downloading Python IDE. We have to go to the python.org/downloads and we have to choose appropriate version. I recommend the latest version. I use Python 3 for my script, so I download this version, and I choose the one that is compatible with my Windows. It's Windows x86 executable. So it takes just a few seconds. It's 27.4 megabytes, so it's not heavyweight. It's done. The installation is really simple. Run install now. And you have to remember to add Python 3.5 to path, because it makes installing libraries much more easier. I'm going with install now, and the Python is installing. It takes just a few seconds. Well, I could choose 64-bit version, but never mind, it should work anyway. Python is really great language. It's simple and it has lots of libraries. I really recommend learning this language if you want to build some cool applications. As you can see, it can be also used with Arduino. Okay, now it's done. And then now let's download required libraries. So we open start menu, type cmd to open command prompt, and now we can type pip install Twitter, and it's downloading the library for us. Now the library is downloaded and we are ready to go with the script. So okay, now that we've got all the libraries and Python installed, we can move to the code. It's quite simple. It has just what I can see, but I guess less than 100 lines. Let's quickly move through them. In the first lines we import the libraries we use: time, SMTP to connect with the email, Twitter, which we downloaded previously, and datetime. Here we declare variable. Because we have to do it because when the minutes were below 10, the 0 didn't appear, so I made a simple if statement. Then here are three very important variables if you want to send your logs through email. They are required for Gmail. It's your email address. Here you have to put your email address. Username, it's usually the same as the email address, and password. When it comes to password, you have to set up a two-step authentication password, and I won't explain it. I will just post a video explaining it in the description, and you will have to enable this function in your account and paste the appropriate password here in this line password. Then if you want to send your logs with Twitter, you have to get access to 4 variables. I will also not come into detail here. I will post a video how to get this data. The video will explain how to do it. You have 4 variables: access token secret, consumer key, consumer secret. And here's main loop of the program. It repeats until the program is shut down. Here we have a variable which is responsible to connection with Twitter. Here we have date variables. I use these variables to get current date and time, because the time from the cool term was a little bit clunky and Twitter didn't parse it well. So here's just assigning variables to the date, and if minutes are lower than 10, then I turn it into string and add 0, because it looks strange without 0. Then I open a file, and this file is the file that is saved by coolterm. From this file I read data which are sent by Arduino, so if you have a different file name you have to change it here. And it is worth mentioning that the file has to be in the same directory as the script, as the Python script. Or you can write a path here, like for example c slash I don't know, files sample. You can do this, but I think it's more convenient to keep the file in the same folder as the script. Then I read the file, check how many lines are there, and close the file. Then we have to read the file with the list of emails. We just divide it into lines so it is easier to read them. Then we send the tweet. Here you can change the string, you can write whatever you want. I've just chosen current value of the sensor from day, month, year at hour, minute is. Then we send an email. If the minutes are lower than 10, then I use this formula. If they are higher than 10, then I use this formula. And then we safely connect with SMTP, with Gmail's SMTP, and send an email. The last line is about how often you want to update these logs. I've picked 30 minutes. It's 1800 seconds. So now let's look how it works. I will use my Polish version. As you can see, now there is no information about the reading of from the log. I will refresh it. There's no information on my Twitter, and there is no information at this email. And now I run the script. Just click open, and it sent this value to my Twitter and to the email I've picked. So let's click inbox, and as you can see, the message has been sent. Current value of the sensor from the is 80. The same with the Twitter. One new tweet. Current value of the sensor from is. So as you can see, the script works. Thank you for watching. I hope this was helpful.